Hello everyone. Welcome back. I'm Boomy, and today we are watching True Facts Dangerous Little Ticks by zefrank1. Yes, it's gonna be I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this video. The thumbnail itself is rather creepy and disgusting looking, but I thought that this would make a great video to watch because it will actually be relatable, at least for myself, since I just got a new puppy and I usually do a lot of research when it comes to stuff relating to my puppy. So yeah, this will be a fun and hopefully educational watch. And like I said in the last True Facts video that I watched, I'm just gonna surrender myself and believe what this man is saying because I'm pretty sure they've done all the research, and I don't think that they're just the true facts portion of the videos are just like lies and clickbait. So I'm gonna believe that everything he says is gonna be true. That's it. Yeah, remember, if you like my reactions, don't forget to leave a like, let me know your thoughts on the video down in the comment section below, and consider subscribing. Also, leave a suggestion of what other videos you'd like me to watch. I have a couple that I'd like to watch right now, so yeah, that being said, let's go ahead and watch the video.
Maybe it's happened to you. You're in the
Oh
shower all getting
man,
dressed, and you look down and you see a little
that's
dick, and it's all
disgusting.
swollen and engorged with blood. And you freak out and you tell someone, "I have a little dick on me, and I want your help getting it
Wait,
off."
wait,
How
wait,
much
wait. He totally said dick, right? Am I am I hearing it incorrectly? Because I'm pretty sure he just said dick.
grab this little dick as close to my skin as possible and pull on it slowly but firmly until it all comes out. And then you take that dick to the doctor and you show them.
Okay, he's
And you
saying
ask,
dick.
"Is this little dick dangerous?" They'll tell you.
But
There
I'm
are
pretty
two
sure
different
he's
kinds of
trying to
ticks,
say
soft
dick.
ticks
Or
and
at
hard
least
ticks,
making
and there
it
are
sound
many
like dick.
diseases they can carry. But it is Lyme
Which is
disease that
so
is the
dumb.
most common and widespread in the world. The ticks responsible for the spread of Lyme are a few species of very similar hard ticks in
Oh
the
man,
genus
that's so
Ixodes.
disgusting.
Now,
I've
before
removed a
you
couple
start
of ticks
throwing
from
blame
my
around, you should know that it's
puppy
complicated.
just
It's a
recently.
story with blood, saliva, small rodents, everything you need for a good bedtime read. And here is where it starts. This
Alright.
is Tina, and she is just hatching out
Man.
her egg as a tick larva. Right now, she looks a bit like demon fingers. Now, ticks are arachnids, and arachnids have 8 legs, but as a larva, Tina only has 6. And she is very
Arachnids, those
tiny,
are
about the
spiders,
size of
right?
the head of a pin. At the time of her birth, Tina is completely free of the bacteria that causes Lyme, because mama ticks cannot give it to their babies. So at this point in her life, she could give you a good sucking and you wouldn't get it. Yes, it sounds rude,
Ah,
but it is a sucking, isn't it? Because Tina is
yeah,
a
that is
parasite that
true.
specializes in eating blood. And she can't help that. Even if she wanted an avocado from Mexico, she couldn't eat it. Not with her crazy ass mouth parts. Sorry, not with her crazy ass mouth parts. We'll get to that in a minute. But first, Jerry, you have to pray
God
for the
damn
babies. But
it.
first,
Those kind of dumb jokes always get me, man.
but how does little Tina acquire the Lyme bacteria in the first place? Or do anything for that matter? Well, for starters, she will need to eat. Tina will only eat 3 meals in her whole life, which can be a few years long. So the first one has to be a good breakfast. Now, you've probably noticed that she's not much of a sprinter. She also doesn't have any eyes, so she's a bit more of a right place at the right time sort of hunter. Each of her front
Is
legs
this
has a
soft
special
view?
organ called Haller's organ. It can sense moisture, heat, and molecules that help Tina position herself in
Interesting.
the likely path of a small animal. If a bird or lizard or rodent passes by, she grabs on. And in
Wait,
this
wait, wait,
case, her
wait.
first
They can also grab onto lizards? I didn't know that. I thought they just grab onto like furry rodents and
Tina is
stuff.
from a mouse. She attaches and starts eating with the crazy mouth parts. We'll get to that in a minute. But what she doesn't realize is that this mouse is what is called a competent host to Borrelia burgdorferi, one of the bacteria that causes Lyme disease. A competent host means that the bacteria can live inside the mouse, avoiding its immune system but without making the
Oh.
mouse sick. Here's what Borrelia burgdorferi
That's
looks like.
interesting.
Named after Willy Burgdorfer, by the way. Good name to be named after. You know, you don't want to be named after Eric Dyrarira. No one wants to be Borrelia dyrariri. It is a
God damn
spider
it.
cat, a twisty spaghetti noodle sort of bacterium. Now here's the problem. The bacteria live inside the mouse, but the mouse is going to die at some point. So for the bacteria to live on as a species, it needs to have a way to infect other competent hosts. And this
Oh
is where
man.
Tina comes in. This
Ugh.
bacteria has evolved to use ticks exclusively to
Ugh.
find new hosts. Tina is sort of like a spaceship
That looks
that helps it colonize new
disgusting.
planets.
Shit.
As Tina eats, the bacteria enters her tummy parts and they attach to the lining of her midgut. Look at that, you can see right through her. Once there, they go into a kind of low energy state. Sort of like those suspended animation pods that astronauts use in science fiction movies. After 3
Is it like what do you call this? The things that tardigrades do, where they basically dry up in order to preserve and lengthen their lifespan?
days of feeding, Tina is about the size of a poppy seed. With her little bacteria travelers on board, she drops back to the ground to digest and to get ready for the next phase of her life. As a
Ah
nymph,
man, this is
her
making my
nymph
skin
body
crawl.
develops
Ugh.
inside that slowly-mouse thing that you really want to pop like a zit. When she emerges, she now has her 4th pair of legs. As a nymph, she will have meal number 2, and this is where it gets interesting. The
Is
bacteria
this
waiting for
where
Tina to pick another
they become
competent
adults?
host, so they can infect it and keep multiplying. It's like astronauts hoping to land on an Earth-like planet. But Tina can also feed from incompetent hosts. These include some lizards and all ruminants like deer and cattle. If Tina feeds from one of these incompetent hosts, their blood and immune system will kill off the Lyme bacteria, ridding Tina of the infection. That's right, a deer tick doesn't get Lyme from a deer. This means that depending on her food
Interesting.
preference, an infected nymph will either stay infected or be cured. For example, exotic ticks in the southeast of the United States prefer lizards, and therefore Lyme is uncommon. In the northeast, they prefer
Ugh.
rodents, and Lyme is everywhere. Now, Tina could also choose a 3rd
Oh
category of
man.
host, which includes people and dogs. In this case, the tick remains infected but gets a good meal. For everyone else, it's a bummer. To the bacteria, we are a dead end. Once inside of us, it has no chance of infecting anything else, and our immune system goes completely bat crazy trying to deal with it. Anyway, Tina the nymph chooses an
So
uninfected
we're at
host.
least
To see how she transmits the
immune
disease,
to it.
we'll have to look at her crazy-ass mouth parts. Told you, this is what toilet paper looks
Oh,
like in
it's
hell.
like a
But first, a
serrated
brief
blade.
message about our sponsor. I'm going to lead with this.
Curiosity
Stream is
stream.
only $14.99 for an entire year. Even if you don't know what it is, you're probably thinking, what could possibly be so affordable? Is it
Yeah, we're watching his video for free, so we're gonna at least do him the courtesy of watching his ads all the way through.
the half of a shoe? No, I'll tell you what it is.
And it's Curiosity
Stream is
Stream.
a collection of
It's a good
thousands
one,
of documentaries and non-fiction programs that you can stream
even though
to
I'm not
any
subscribed to
device.
it.
Not a toaster, but everything, not a vacuum either. They also have original programming. They just released one called Doug to the Rescue. It's about Doug. That's him, not the puppy, the person. He uses drones with infrared cameras on them to find and rescue animals trapped by fires and hurricanes. You probably don't do that, but you can watch him do it. Curiosity Stream is only $14.99 for the whole year. I'm a fan and happy to have their support. Use code ZEFRANK to sign up.
Yep.
Where were we? Oh, right, this crazy thing. But let's back up a second. Many other blood feeders, like the mosquito, are quite precise. They put
Mosquito.
their mouth parts directly into a blood vessel and let the host's heart pump the blood for them. Ticks, on the other hand, do it differently. They are pool feeders or telmophages. It's sort of like when you're on the beach and you dig a hole and then it fills up with water. Imagine that, but with blood that you then
Ugh.
drink. But digging in skin is a little more
Oh yeah, there it
than
is.
digging a hole in the sand.
You can actually
Unlike
see
the
it
size
dig.
of a tick, skin is more like a loose
Damn.
mesh of fibers. Imagine having to tunnel into a giant ball of cotton. To dig, Tina uses these, a pair of chelicerae. each one can telescopically extend and bend at the tip. By employing a sort of alternate swimming type motion, they pull the matrix of the skin apart.
That
Tina
is
secretes
interesting.
saliva, which contains proteins that numb the area and suppress the immune system, but also cause tissues to start breaking down. When things have been loosened up a bit, both chelicerae extend, bend at the tips, and pull at the same time. This drives that central barbed thing called the hypostome deeper into the skin.
Yeah,
The
and it
hypostome
doesn't get
seems to act as an anchor,
pulled out as
holding on
easily
with all those backward-facing barbs.
due to the
And
barbs.
backward-facing barb is a good pornography name. As fluid from the damaged tissues begin to pool, Tina's mouth sucks it up using a muscular
Oh,
pump. When the first bits of the meal hit the midgut, it seems that the bacteria wake up. Instead of going out through the mouth, which is kind of swimming against the current, the bacteria make their way through the gut wall to the salivary glands. And it's through the saliva that the bacteria enter the host. It can take more than 24 hours of feeding for the bacteria to move to the salivary glands. So if you pull it off early enough, you can avoid the disease.
yeah.
After her second meal, Tina
What I do with Panda, my puppy, when we take him out to like do, well, basically anytime we take him out, right? So when we take him outside to piss and poop or just roam around, I usually check his paws and his underpaw for ticks, and before we get in. And most of the time, I also check his fur for any fleas and lice because we have a lot of stray dogs roaming around in the area, and he likes to go up to them. So yeah, every time we go out, it's a bit of a process, but it's worth it to keep him tick, flea, and lice free, I guess.
her final molt into her.
But sometimes they do get in. I don't know where they get in because the ones that I've been pulling out recently, I don't think have been from a dog because I rarely have him like sniff and go near other dogs. So yeah, I don't know where they're coming from.
Her adult form. Males and females look virtually identical in their larval and nymphal stages, but as adults they differ. Females are larger, and males have shorter, stubbier mouth parts. This is because the adult male will not eat again, and instead will use his mouth parts for mating. You'll
Ew.
see. As an adult, Tina will only attach to larger animals because this meal is a big one. Climbing up tall grasses gives her a better shot at big animals. Well, it seems
Ah,
that Tina has found herself a mate.
so that's where they well, that's where most dogs are getting them from tall grasses, and and we do have a lot of them scattered around the house, so I guess that's where he gets the fleas.
Here you can see the smaller male position himself to initiate mating. He aligns his jagged mouthparts with the female's genital pore, as is the custom. After
Ugh.
some prodding around, and if the vibe is right, he inserts his mouthparts into the genital pore,
Ooh,
as is the custom.
that's gonna hurt with the
Remember
barbs, right?
Jerry, Jerry. You can't hire a good pornographer to film this. It's too small. You need tiny instruments. Now pay attention. While he's doing that, he exudes a sort of liquidy sac called a spermatophore out of his genital opening. You can see it
Ugh.
right there. It looks a bit like a white balloon. Then he deposits his sperm into it. You know, you wouldn't hire him to be a birth
This is
clown.
so
When the
disturbing. I'm so sorry,
spermatophore
guys.
is loaded and ready, he pulls his mouth parts out. Then he pulls the spermatophore over to her genital pore and attaches it. It's like meeting someone who really doesn't understand how to use a condom. Carbon dioxide inside the spermatophore actively pushes the sperm into the female tick. Males can do this 2 to 3 times and often mate with females who are in the process of feeding. It's like a theme restaurant. This last feeding is a doozy. When she detaches after a week or so of
Oh
feeding,
man,
Tina
that's
is
that's a
200
huge
times
tick.
her starting weight. This final meal will be used to create her babies, and there's a lot of them. These will
Oh,
be the only eggs that she lays, and they are tiny and
oh
vulnerable to dehydration.
man.
But she has a special organ called Genet's organ that makes its appearance during the egg-laying process. It looks a bit like a handlebar mustache made out of gummy worms. You can see it right here. As eggs emerge from her ovipositor, Janae's organ
Oh,
catches them between those horns. Janae's
yeah,
horny
yeah.
organ then
It's
coats
like
them with a
it's a like
waxy
it's like a
secretion,
saliva.
which helps them cluster together and keeps them moist. Tina will lay up to 2,000 eggs, and when she's done, she will die.
2,000. Is it like 100% like live rate, or out of the 2,000 only a couple survive? Because if all 2,000's just from one tick, it's gonna grow exponentially. It probably has a low survival rate, right? Else we'd be covered in ticks already.
Jerry, how long is this clip? Does it just keeps going? Well, no, I know she lays a lot of eggs. I just didn't think we'd watch every single one. I mean, it's less dramatic. And then she will die. That's a fade to black. What do you mean, who eats them? Oh, you mean the ticks? Well, I'll tell you one thing. A chicken will eat a tick. Oh, sure. Chickens will eat ticks all day. You
Really?
should see them, their little heads bobbing up and down. They'd eat a whole bag of ticks if they could. A whole bag of ticks.
Yeah, you meant to say bag of dicks. Well, wow, that's interesting. I didn't know that chickens would feed on ticks. I guess well, we don't have any chickens, but my grandpa's place has chickens. That's probably why they don't have as much ticks there. Oh, okay. I did not expect that one. But yeah, everyone go if you want to take or get curiosity. If you want to get Curiosity Stream, go ahead and go to curiositystream.com/zefrank and use code zefrank to help out Zefrank here. Well, yeah, that was really interesting. Um, at least now I know that I need to avoid tall grasses as much as possible, because I'm sure that a lot of dogs, the stray dogs in my area, like to come and go. Because they basically use our house like as like a passage of sorts. So a lot of stray dogs come and go, pass by, and we have a lot of tall grass at the back. So they're probably they're probably depositing a lot of ticks there. So yeah, at least now I know what to look out for, and it's safe to remove the ticks before 24 hours, and that gives me a higher chance that my dog isn't infected with anything. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video as well as the reaction. But that's gonna be it for me today, guys. Link to my Twitter is down in the description below. Go ahead and check it out if you want to. And if you're new here, welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to leave a like. Let me know your thoughts and reaction down in the comment section below, and consider subscribing for more. Also, let me know what other videos you'd like me to watch. I'll be happy to check them out for you. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Bye!